In today's video, I am going to give you some simple basketball plays that can get you some easy open layups. These are great plays to be able to run with middle school teams, even high school teams. And if you have an advanced younger team, like maybe a U10 team or a U11 team, some of these plays could work with them, but obviously they need to know how to run plays in the first place and not just bunch up into a little ball. Really quickly, if you want a very easy offense for younger players or even older players, make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below. Now let's get down, let's check out these plays. This first play, we're going to start in the 5-out offense. Player 1 is going to pass over to player 3, and then he's going to pass over to player 5. After Player 1 makes that first initial pass, he is going to then sprint to the low post, and he's going to post up. We want the ball to be entered into the low post from the corner. The reason being is, of course, there's a lot of teams that like to trap the corner, and we can draw players out away from the low post to trap the corner while we pass into the low post. The other reason is this is an easier entry pass than this pass here. Usually, in most cases anyways, this is a much easier pass. Once we get that ball passed into player 1, the weak side wing is going to cut. If he's open, you can pass him the ball and he can get that easy layup. If he's not open, player 4 is going to lift up, player 2 is going to then pop out. Now the strong side player, player 3, is going to cut to the basket. If he's open, you can hit him up with a pass, and then he can score. If he's not open, player 4 needs to sprint all the way around to this opposite wing. Player 2 needs to sprint up to the point, and player 3 needs to fill out towards that wing. So now it'll look like this, and while player 4 is sprinting over towards this wing, we need player 1 to be able to hit him with the pass on the move. We can't wait for player 4 to get here and then pass. We need this pass to hit him as soon as he gets to that spot. So player 1 passes out to player 4. Now player 1 is going to fill out to the opposite corner. We can now reverse this ball. You pass, you cut, you fill, and then player 2 passes over to player 3, and player 2 will cut to the low post. At this time, we want that ball to go from the wing to the corner into the low post. Yes, this is a motion style offense. Weak side cuts, fills out, player 4 lifts. Of course, if player 5 is open, hit him up with that layup. Player 3 cuts. If he's open, hit him. If not, player 4 fills, player 5 fills, and then player 3 fills out towards that wing. We kick this ball out and we can reverse that ball once more. Whether you're going up against a zone or a man-to-man, ball reversals from one side of the court to the other is extremely important and can get you some very easy layups, and also some very easy open three-point shots. Another easy play is a play that I love to run with every single team that I coach, and that is 4 out. You can also call this 4 corner, where you can get your guys to really spread out to try and draw the defenders out so that it's an easier pass into player 5. I don't like to go too far out, maybe 5-6 feet outside of the 3. Player 5 needs to post up, preferably in the middle of the key. However, if his man is trying to front face him, he's going to be obviously closer to that elbow. Player 1 is going to then pass to player 5, and this actually works extremely well against a zone defense as well. So after that pass goes into player 5, we're going to have player 1 cut and player 2 cut at the same time. At this time, player 5, as soon as he receives that pass, should pivot and look at the rim. This way, he has the opportunity to shoot. He has the opportunity to pass to player 1 or 2. When these players are cutting towards the rim, he has these options. He can also score himself. Player 3 and 4 lift, 2 and 1 pop out, if they're obviously not open for that layup. So after these players lift and pop out, if player 5 can't score himself or doesn't feel confident on scoring himself, he can pass this ball out to player 3 or player 4 while they were lifting up towards the wing. Let's just say he passes out to player 3. Now player 5 has the option to set a screen for player 3, or if he would like, he could set an off-ball screen on players 2 or 4. He could even set an off-ball screen to player 1 also. So now, if he sets the screen on player 1 can cut. If he sets the screen and roll with player 3, that's a screen and roll. If he sets the screen on player 4 cuts towards the rim. And if he sets the screen on player 2, he cuts towards the rim as well. All of these options, whether it's a screen here, a screen here, a screen here, or a screen here, will have opportunities for other players to be able to score, and it gives multiple opportunities, 3 in total, for layups. If he sets that screen and roll, then it gives himself an opportunity for the layup also. A really good play also is setting a dribble handoff with the wing. After this dribble handoff occurs, player 4 now is going to then go over towards player 5 and set the dribble handoff on this side. Very similar to a weave style offense. After this dribble handoff, player 5 is going to be now looking for player 4 rolling towards the basket, or player 1 setting that back screen on player 2's man, in which case player 5 now has the option to pass to player 2 or to player 4. Player 4 should be rolling towards the high post, not the low post, and player 2 should be cutting towards the low post. This is going to give a lot of opportunities. With player 5 at the point now, if neither of those options are open, if you have an older team, you can have player 4 set the down screen on player 2. This can be a 3, or after that, player 4 can set a back screen for player 3. But this is an older person's option, not necessarily for 12-year-olds or 13-year-olds. This is more for high school. So if you are looking for an easy offense, not necessarily maybe not these plays, but an easy offense, make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense. It gives you a lot of different options, and that is down in the description below. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.